you box good, you can do this, you got this over him, you're gonna have to tighten up this, you're gonna have to do this. You know, it's a conversation. It's not just, oh man, you will whoop his ass, you will do this to him. It's never like
yes man type stuff.
When he has, with a person that has big IQ like that, if you do enough weights, you know, and you stay.
Terence Crawford recently shared details about his first conversation with Floyd Mayweather after starting training for his fight against Canelo. According to Crawford, Mayweather didn't just offer compliments, he gave thoughtful, strategic.
Boy, he's strong. You know, you box good, you can do this, you got this over him, you're gonna have to tighten up this, you're gonna have to do this. You know, it's a conversation. It's not just, oh man, you will whoop his ass, you will do this to him. It's never like
yes
that.
man type
You know
stuff.
what I mean? It's like, hey, listen, you know, that's a dangerous fight, you know, but
that's the fight.
If it happened, you know, you can win, but you're gonna have to be.
Advice. He praised Crawford's talent, but emphasized the need to stay sharp, cautioning him about Canelo's experience in the ring. The conversation was serious, respectful, and focused entirely on strategy.
In your opinion, who's the best fighter in the world?
We can put Tank up there in the top 10 in pound for pound. He has to be somewhere in pound for pound. And Canelo done something that is amazing when Canelo was able to go to light heavyweight and become light heavyweight champion. Something that I didn't even see him going up that heavy, and he did that. So, but as of right now, I have to put Terence Crawford.
Floyd Mayweather recently joined Terence Crawford's training camp, actively taking part in sessions to help refine Crawford's skills. He appeared genuinely impressed by Crawford's dedication and technical precision, even going so far as to call him the best fighter in the world today.
How you is, you be sizing niggas up, bro. Keep it a stack. Did you in your head size up Floyd? Like, you know what I'm saying? If we was ever, keep it real, bro. Keep it real.
I'm never that type of guy. I think that's some grimy shit. I always been happy for him, been a fan of his, and I never imagined us fighting. Yeah. I never looked at him like, man, I know I'll be this.
But you capping, bro. I never thought like fantasy fight me versus Floyd, nah.
Never. I never just was with a person and looked at him like, man, I'll be this. Never. That's some hating type shit to me.
Like plotting.
I ain't.
Mayweather praised his discipline and sharpness, and their time together was far from just symbolic. It reflected Floyd's strong belief that Crawford has what it takes. To overcome a dangerous opponent like Canelo Álvarez, the mutual respect between them was clear, and the intensity of their training underscored just how seriously they're preparing for this showdown.
About is, you know, Canelo. Steroids. Y'all don't talk about that. So we don't know. We really don't know all the fighters he beat. He could have been not clean in a lot of.
Terence Crawford has long admired Floyd Mayweather not just for his in-ring brilliance, but for the way he strategically built and protected his legacy throughout his career. That admiration has evolved into a genuine connection between them over time.
Jumping up from 154 to 168 and beating this quote-unquote version of Canelo Álvarez would diminish the accomplishment that Floyd Mayweather accomplished beating his version of Canelo Álvarez. Is it two different versions of Canelo Álvarez? And obviously, Canelo Álvarez is 62 wins, 2 losses, 2 draws, 39 big wins by way of knockout. He's a first ballot Hall of Famer. He is
Mayweather has offered Crawford bits of advice and insight, which Crawford doesn't just listen to, he puts into practice. Their relationship goes beyond casual mentorship. It's rooted in mutual ambition, respect for the craft.
I obviously bigger. When Floyd fought him, it was at 152 catch weight, but it had no rehydration clause. So you might as well just say it was at 154. Now, two things they have in common is that Floyd Mayweather was 36, 37 years of age. Terence Crawford is 36, 37 years of age, going on 38. So he'll be 38 when he fights Canelo Álvarez.
And a shared understanding of what it truly takes to reach greatness in boxing. In every recent training clip, Terence Crawford appears completely locked in and focused. He's clearly not underestimating this matchup. His conditioning, technique, and footwork are being pushed to new heights. Every aspect of his camp is tailored to prepare him for the challenge of facing a bigger.
I love the challenges, and I love the people that I hear him now. You're too little. You know, Canelo gonna break you. He's gonna stop you. You come from 147, that weight too big, this and that. I can hear now. And that just excites me to go in there and just be like, okay, let me prove him wrong once again.
That fight would be gigantic. If Canelo gets through Jamel and then you guys fight, that fight would be gigantic.
And it's crazy because, like, in the past interviews, I was like, man, Canelo too big, man. It's weight classes for a reason.
Stronger opponent like Canelo, from sparring to drills. His preparation reflects a fighter who fully understands what's at stake. Crawford is fine-tuning every detail to ensure he steps into the ring ready for whatever Canelo brings. Floyd Mayweather stirred controversy when he brought up Canelo Alvarez's past issues with performance-enhancing drugs.
Magazine, which is owned by Turkey, reported that Canelo and Crawford have agreed to the September date and that it's essentially on. What is your I know this has been rumored and talked about, but now it seems like a done deal. What's your reaction to this?
It's a good fight. You know, it's a good fight for both of them. Good fight for, I think it's more important for Crawford than anybody, you know, but I think if anybody could beat Canelo, I think Crawford could.
Yeah, I know you said, like, he could be the guy. What kind of a chance do you ultimately give him?
I think you give him like a 7 out of a 10.
Oh, wow, that high. I thought you were going to say like 25.
Well, I mean, no, Crawford is good. Crawford is good, and I think he's been known that he's going to fight Canelo for a long time. And you know, Crawford he likes to pick up the weight, so I'm sure he's been working on the weights for a long time. So, you know, Crawford, when he has with a person that has a big IQ like that, if you do enough weights, you know, and you.
He questioned the media's lack of criticism, implying that certain fighters are given more leniency than others. His remarks sparked mixed reactions across the boxing world. Some fans agreed, pointing to a double standard, while others felt Floyd was creating unnecessary drama.
What do you say about that? I think skills pay the bills. Yeah. And I feel like, truthfully, he's not as little as people think. Like, people think he's like very small.
He cut weight to get to 147, 154.
Yes. Yeah. He's not as small as like people think. It's just he look like it. Yeah. So like if you see him in person, and he get on a scale or something, you wouldn't believe that's his weight.
I told somebody the other day, he might get on the scale weighing like 166, 167 fighting Canelo, and people wouldn't believe how ripped up and cut up he'll still look. He won't look like he's overweight Terence Crawford. He gonna look like a solid Terence Crawford.
I think he beat Canelo though. I've been saying, I remember when he fought when they fought. Go watch an interview after the fight. I literally said I think Terence Crawford would beat Canelo.
Okay, I wouldn't say that.
Regardless, his comments reignited long-standing debates about accountability and fairness in the sport. Floyd Mayweather didn't just offer praise for Terence Crawford, he provided a thoughtful and detailed breakdown of what it truly takes to defeat a fighter like Canelo Álvarez, drawing from his own experience in the ring with Canelo.
No cap.
I did tell him after the Smith fight, I said, man, go get Canelo. You the greatest. Yeah. That's error.
For sure.
Yeah, it's no question.
No question, yes.
Actually, back to the you and Terence working together, because you've shared everything you've learned from him. There was fans doing their homework in the Avanesian fight and in the Spence fight, saying actually it looks like Terence may have taken a couple things from Shakur's.
Mayweather emphasized that beating him isn't about brute strength or relentless aggression. Instead, he stressed the importance of strategy, patience, and ring IQ. Mayweather highlighted how timing, precision, and the ability to make adjustments mid-fight are far more valuable than simply trying to overpower an opponent like Canelo.
That's so young, and he was like, that was when he was
No,
probably at
he was in
prime,
his
right?
prime, yeah.
Prime, and you were only 23.
23.
What was that like?
I trained so hard, and now obviously I try to beat him because beat him. If you beat him, you wanna be the best in the world at 23. So imagine that. But he was the better.
Who brings both strength and experience to the table? During their conversations, Floyd encouraged Crawford to remain mentally sharp and approach the fight with a tactical mindset.